Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here as we near the end of another week together. And we begin tonight with that brutal attack on Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband, an assailant breaking into the couple's San Francisco home armed with a hammer. Sources telling ABC News shouting, "Where's Nancy?" The attacker then targeting her 82-year-old husband, Paul Pelosi, instead. He is out of surgery tonight to repair a skull fracture. Tonight, leaders from both parties condemning the assault. Police say they arrived at Pelosi's home after being alerted to the break-in moments before the attack. Then officers actually witnessing the assault as it was happening. Paul Pelosi suffering, quote, significant injuries, undergoing surgery to his skull. The alleged suspect arrested on the scene now facing multiple charges, including attempted homicide. And what was discovered on his social media page? Authorities say conspiracies about the 2020 election and about COVID. The couple married for 59 years, the parents of 5 children. Tonight, there is news coming in on Paul Pelosi's condition, and ABC's 𝗦𝘂𝗀𝗀𝗃𝗃 on the scene in San Francisco.
Tonight, the brutal attack inside Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi's home. Her husband, Paul Pelosi, beaten with a hammer in the middle of the night. Police and the FBI believe Speaker Pelosi was the intended target. A man identified by police as 42-year-old David 𝗵𝗵𝗂 breaking into the Pelosi's San Francisco home. Sources telling ABC News the suspect entered through a glass door, shouting, quote, "Where's Nancy? Where's Nancy?" Speaker Pelosi was not home, but her 82-year-old husband, Paul, was. The men coming face to face. Police arriving on scene around 2:30 a.m., moments before the violent attack, witnessing it firsthand.
Our officers observed Mr. Pelosi and the suspect both holding a hammer. The suspect pulled the hammer away from Mr. Pelosi and violently assaulted him with it. Our officers immediately tackled the suspect, disarmed him, took him into custody, requested emergency backup, and rendered medical aid.
Pelosi and the suspect both taken to the hospital, the Speaker's office saying he is expected to make a full recovery. The alleged attacker facing multiple charges, including attempted homicide, burglary, and assault with a deadly weapon. The suspect's online social media pages show multiple false conspiracy theories relating to COVID-19, the 2020 election, and the federal government. A heavy law enforcement presence at the home as San Francisco police, Capitol Police, and the FBI are now jointly investigating. Authorities still trying to determine a motive. The White House saying the president and Nancy Pelosi spoke over the phone, and the president is praying for Paul Pelosi and for Speaker Pelosi's whole family. Lawmakers from both parties immediately condemning the attack. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell tweeting he is horrified and disgusted and grateful to hear Paul is on track to make a full recovery. The suspect's alleged call for Pelosi chillingly similar to the chants during the January 6th attack on the Capitol.
Nancy! Oh, Nancy!
Bring her out here! Hey! We're coming in if you don't bring her out!
Just 2 months ago, a rioter who carried a gun into the Capitol and threatened Speaker Pelosi was sentenced to more than 7 years in prison. Several men have been convicted in recent years of threatening the Speaker, and the Pelosi home was vandalized just last year. With just 11 days until midterm elections, the attack comes as threats of violence against lawmakers is at an all-time high. Capitol Police investigating some 9,600 cases of concerning statements and threats just last year, more than doubling since 2017. In the wake, some lawmakers have sought additional protection for their families, and this year, some government funding has been provided for lawmakers' homes. Paul and Nancy Pelosi have been married 59 years and have 5 adult children. They have lived in their home since 1987. The Pelosi family and the district attorney tonight praising the police response.
I do want to commend the San Francisco Police Department for their immediate response to this home and for swiftly making sure that Mr. Pelosi was okay and that the suspect was apprehended.
All of this very unsettling, no matter what your politics are in this country. 𝗦𝘂𝗀𝗀𝗃𝗃 joins us live tonight from San Francisco, right outside the Pelosi home. And 𝗦𝘂, we know the investigation still going on at this hour. A new statement just in tonight from Speaker Pelosi's office after surgery to Paul Pelosi's skull. Of course, the question, how's he doing tonight? What are authorities saying?
Well, David, his injuries are serious. The Speaker's office says that he suffered a fractured skull, serious injuries to his arms and hands. Now, he has undergone what's being described as a successful surgery to repair his skull, and they say that he is expected to make a full recovery, David.
Yeah, so many questions on this, 𝗦𝘂. We know Speaker Pelosi was in Washington. Was there security at the home or not? Because she wasn't there, and I gather there's talk tonight of heightened security moving forward, not only for the Pelosis, but for other leaders who have faced these threats?
Yeah, that remains a question. Whether there was a police presence here, a security presence at the time of the break-in, that remains a question. And also, there's a question of whether there was any security camera footage, either at the Pelosi's home or some of their neighbors' homes. That remains to be seen, David.
𝗦𝘂𝗯𝘀𝗰𝗿𝗶𝗯𝗲 leading us off here on a Friday night. 𝗦𝘂𝗀, thank you. Now to